Pencils down. That's it. Pencils down. Pencils down. And Ramble 366 in the books, baby.
In the books.
It.
Mark it down. Mark it down.
There, we did it. We're done. It's over. Out of the park. That one,
baby.
Eddie, Ramble 366 left no doubt when our bat connected with that one, did it?
Nope.
We knew instantly.
Walk off podcast.
Drop the bat, trot across the bases. We did it. We fucking did it. That's
best
it.
Ramble yet. I felt like best.
I
best
think
one
it's
yet.
probably top 5 at the very least. At the very, and I don't know what you put over. I don't know what you put over. I don't know which Ramble you put over this one.
I mean, I'm sure you can make an argument for 342 or even 261. I mean, both great Rambles.
11. We had a blast.
11 had a good time. Okay.
Was a good one. 11 was.
Yeah, you can make the argument. I just don't know if you win the argument.
Right. Well, Ramble 4. I don't know if you remember Ramble 47. We did the queefing contest outside of Sears parking lot. Do you remember that? We had a bunch of people show up, and we did our queefing contest.
Yeah,
we
did a bunch. That's what we used to do. A Ramble on the road. We used to do those Ramble on the road. Yeah.
And remember we do the Ramble-thons. Ramble Paloozas. Remember we had Ramble Palooza a couple of times. Couple of Ramble Fest. We did all those things, all the queefing competitions we had. I think this one's better already. All fucking ready. Isn't that amazing?
You ain't lying.
And you know what? Want to thank Ramble Nation.
Let's give a big shout out to Ramble Nation.
Shout out to Ramble Nation. Ramble Nation for riding strong. Ramble Nation.
And coming hard every time.
You come hard, Ramble Nation, every time. You're Ramble Nation. Oh, man. Speaking of Ramble Nation, these fucking people.
Oh.
These fucking people.
Ramble Nation let us down.
Ramble Nation.
Come on, Ramble Nation.
I'm just saying. Look, Ramble Nation, we are at 138 5-star still. Brian Hill is still your king of the hill. So, all right, Ramble Nation. I thought y'all were supposed to, He's
supposed to come hard.
Come on, Ramble Nation. You're supposed to come hard in this. Where's Ramble Nation at? Where's my Ramble Nation? Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but we have an email. You can email us at Ramble at the
we do
Ramble Pod. The Ramble Pod. Pod.com. RamblePod.com. We're at Twitter at Podcast Ramble, the number 1. We're at Instagram at Podcast Ramble. We're at X. We're on YouTube at the Ramble Tube. And we have our merchandise page, our TeePublic store that Cody has. Oh, he's just working tirelessly to
get that new store up.
To get that new one up and running.
I can't wait to see it because he's put so much time into it.
Around the clock, this guy. Look what
because I gave him all the graphics probably, I don't know, almost 3 years ago. 3
years ago.
It's been more than a year. So I can't wait to see.
Did we rush Michelangelo when he was doing the Sistine Chapel?
No, we didn't. That's why I'm excited to see what this new merchandise store is going to look like.
7 fucking years that chapel took. So
yeah, worth every second.
Hey, and I want all the Ramblers, Ramble Nation. I want Ramble Nation to remember.
Let Ramble Nation know.
Ramble Nation, I want you all to remember. I want you all to remember that how long the Sistine Chapel took when you start busting balls about this Butler finale.
Right.
Remember.
I mean, you thought Hogan Andre was special.
Let Cody build this. Cody build
the Thrilla in Manila. You thought that was special.
You thought that was a big deal.
You just wait and see.
Cody build it. Wait.
Let him build
just wait. If you can. Let him build it. Let Cody Let Cody be. You know what? I don't know about you, but I'm ready. Do we just say fuck it? 4 minutes, 53 seconds. Is that our intro? Is that good enough?
Do it, dude.
Is that good enough?
It's Ramble. It's new Ramble.
Words.
Anything can happen.
It's a new day. 366. We got my reflection, dirty mirror. There's no connection to myself. I'm your lover. I'm your zero. I'm the face in your dreams of glass. So save your prayers for when we're really gonna need them. Throw out your cares and fly. Wanna go for a ride? She, everyone, the one for me. She's all I really need. Oh yeah, she's the one for me. Emptiness is loneliness, and loneliness is cleanliness, and cleanliness is godliness, and God is empty, just like me. There we go. Was there a bigger party starter than that one, huh? Back in the day, you'd hear that.
That's Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, right there.
That was our. Let the bodies.
That was our.
Wait, do I already have a future battle for the Ramble?
Maybe.
Texas cage match. Okay. Who do we do? I'm just going to see if this is worthy. I'm going to bounce it off you to see if it's worthy. Okay.
Okay.
Two enter, one song leaves. What's a shittier song? Okay. Okay. Is it the let the bodies hit the floor? Or is it the ooh wah? Is it that one? I'm down with the sickness. Ooh wah. Which is the shittier song? Woo! Woo! Is this a bonus that we're just giving the Ramble Nation?
Now, if you want my initial reaction,
I'm ready.
To it. My initial take
shittier
on it
song.
Is,
your initial take.
I have to say, wah is a shittier song.
Ooh, wah!
Because to me personally, my initial reaction is let the bodies hit the floor. You can make a very funny parody video.
No question.
Like a montage, like a Deadpool montage could be a really funny Deadpool montage with let the bodies hit the floor.
People wiping out skateboarding or whatever.
Doing whatever. Like you could put in a movie, you could make a funny ironic montage using that song.
Absolutely. I don't know what
that song is DOA. Wah is just
gone.
You can't do anything with it. It's
gone.
Done. I think that's just it's over.
I think the channel has changed a little faster when I hear ooh wah, right, a little quicker.
Let the bodies. You could do something funny with let the bodies hit the floor. Use it the way it wasn't intended to be used, but you could do it.
Right.
That's the only upper hand I give it in the tail of the tape.
I think I agree. So with our bonus battle, look, we just gave you all a bonus battle, Ramble Nation.
We didn't even plan that. We didn't even plan Ramble Nation.
We didn't even plan it. Ooh wah is a shittier song than let the
bodies hit the floor.
Your body hit the floor. Oh God. Just I've been in Vegas, again, and man, it's been fun. But dude, I don't do anything in this fucking city. It's hard
to do anything in Vegas.
I just want to stay in I like seeing shit, but I'll walk around every day. I'll walk around the strip one time, and I go to my room, and that's it. The only show. Go ahead.
No, I just say I literally every time I'm in Vegas, I feel like just walking around, I'm losing money. Just walking around, I feel like I'm getting poorer.
Everything's like the only thing I like to do, the only show I'll go if I get a chance, I'll go see the Cirque du Soleil Beatles show at the Hard Rock or at the Mirage. Yeah. I'll go there. I'll do that if I can. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't do any other fucking. I am holed up. And then can I tell you the real tragedy of this trip?
Sure.
Are you okay to hear something dark?
Well, we just talked about let the bodies hit the floor, so
true.
I think
it's true.
All
right,
I can take it.
The Whataburger's not open yet. I was told fall. We're in the fucking fall, are we not?
We're barreling towards winter, dude. We're barreling towards winter.
Fall 2023. That fucking Whataburger's supposed, and it's across the fucking street from the MGM where I'm at.
We've been in fall now for like almost over a month now at this point.
Nothing.
We're a third into fall. We're a third into fall.
A third. Nothing. I'm flummoxed, Eddie. I'm flummoxed.
Yeah, but you can walk outside and fucking kick a in and out in the ass. It's right there all the time.
Right there. Right. Okay, look, In and Out. Okay burger. Okay.
Fries
are fucking garbage. Fries are fucking garbage.
The shake is ass too. The shake is ass too.
The fries is ass. Man, Fat Burger whoops the shit out of it.
Dude,
every
squash.
Time.
Squash
a
match.
Squash match every time.
Squash
with
match. Jake the Snake versus SD Jones WrestleMania was squash match.
Fucking bye.
Not even fucking close.
Bye.
Get the fuck out of here.
Look, I'm hoping that Whataburger opens at some point before I leave. I doubt it. They have 4 days. But I'm thinking 5 days.
You should just wait out there.
I should just knock every day. I'm just checking. Hi. No, just thought I'd see.
Come on.
Hey, just thought I'd see. Hi, me again. Hi.
Texas is in the World Series before the Whataburger opened up. What the fuck?
Hello. God, it's, you know what? Ramble Nation, we need you to put the call out.
Ramble Nation, assemble, Ramble Nation.
Assemble, Ramble Nation. Get out there.
Get out there.
Make this happen. Let's open up this fucking Whataburger.
If someone had told you, okay, there's going to be a Whataburger in Vegas or the Texas Rangers are going to be a World Series, what comes first?
Whataburger in Vegas, no question in my head. In my mind, Whataburger in Vegas, not even
right.
close.
I think everybody's mind.
Not everyone will take that. It would have taken that last year. No question. Oh, man. And by the way, I know we like to joke about Trump, and we might cut to some of his speeches, but his most recent speech, better than anything we could have come up with. You know,
I know
us is in U.S. is it's spelled U.S. us. Who knew that? Did anybody know that? Who knew that? Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Fucking idiot.
It is incredible. It's man, and another. When's Cody gonna get that Speaker of the House going? Jesus.
I thought for sure he had to figure it out in the last week. I thought, okay, enough dicking around. We'll come into this week. It'll be solved.
He's so good at this. He's always.
He's so good, man. He's so good.
Falling apart? Is he falling apart now? Is all the?
He's got a lot of plates in the air. There's a lot of spinning plates going on.
Too much.
So it might be he may have spun one too many plates,
and just now they're all falling. And
he just can't keep up with them.
You can't get him. He can't fight. Oh, it's a horrible thing what's happening over there with alt-right Cody. It's a horrible thing. It's an awful thing what's happening with alt-right Cody. It's a terrible thing. So this, but it's been nice being back. It's finally cool. Like I walked all the way to Whole Foods today, and from the hotel, it's about an hour and 10-minute walk. There's also a retro video game store where that Whole Foods is. So that was cool. Got to scope around that. Dude, I'm telling you.
Nice.
It was nice. It was a good little afternoon with my high ankle sprain and all. Fucking braced up like motherfucker went walking. Did it, baby.
Saquon Barkley had to take off 3 weeks. You're fucking walking around.
3 weeks. I'm walking to Whole Foods and back with groceries, damn it.
That's Ramble Nation.
That's Ramble Nation, brother. Dude, and I was nervous because the last time I went to this Whole Foods, my God, Eddie. The last time when I was here about
wall-to-wall
ass
ago. Wall-to-wall ass.
I wish I could say that. It was about a month and a half ago, and I get to, I'm walking. Now, I should probably let the Ramble Nation in on this.
Yeah.
That ever since I gotten my ostomy reversed.
Sure.
So the doctor who did it then said it'd take about a year, and it's been about a year and a half. It said it'd take about a year for my body to get back to as normal as it can be. I spoke to a specialist about it recently, and she was like, no, it takes about 2 years. And I was like, oh, well, I feel better now because it's still not 100% normal, right?
Sure.
But, dude, the last time I was at this Whole Foods, I was walking there, and it hit me, and I'm like, ooh, okay, well, I'll be sure to get into Whole Foods as quick as I can, get my groceries, take an Uber back. And I was like,
start power walking?
Oh boy, okay, and I guess a sign of improvement, Eddie. A year ago, it would have been game over. Right there, just squatting right by the "Welcome to Vegas" sign, just letting it go on the side of the road. Like, but I made it. This time about a month and a half ago, I made it. Dude, I was on that toilet for 45 minutes in that fucking Whole Foods. In the Whole Foods bathroom. And of course, that's when every fucking motherfucker in Vegas decided they needed to take a shit at that moment too, at that Whole Foods. Like every 5 seconds, someone's trying to open the door. I look, I see it's different feet. Come like, God, fuck, I'm there for 40. There was only one stall in the men's room at that Whole Foods. It was
one stall.
Wow. What are they thinking? That's not on me. That's on them.
That's a design flaw in the Whole Foods.
That's on them.
That's a design flaw.
Now, I was walking around the whole facility. It's a giant facility where the Whole Foods is at.
Sure.
There's also an AMC, like 30 screen thing. So they could have gone there.
That's got stalls up the wazoo. That's got stalls up the wazoo.
They could have gone there instead of breaking my balls. But but here we are back. So today was a far less memorable trip to Whole Foods. It was, except I was going to get lunch there. I was going to make a salad at Whole Foods salad bar, right?
Sure.
Make my lunch, then get my groceries and come back home. And the salad bar, they didn't have grilled chicken like most Whole Foods do. The grilled chicken chunks that are fucking delicious. Okay. Instead, it was just like cubes of ham.
Oh,
I'm not.
I'm not a cubed ham guy.
I like ham, but
not a cubed ham. I don't like food in cubes.
Slice, you know what I mean? A nice slice of ham.
Cubed meat is off-putting.
Right. It was a cubed ham. No. So I got the Whole Foods sushi instead.
Okay.
And
okay.
I was a little too daring by myself in that cafeteria at Whole Foods. At their little restaurant because I asked the lady for extra ginger and wasabi.
Oh.
Thinking I was some expert on handling spicy shit. And then, so what I always do when I have sushi, because it didn't look like much wasabi that they gave you. So I was like, I need a little more. And what I like to do when I'm done.
A lot of kick.
A lot of kick. What I like to do when I'm done with the wasabi is I take the chopsticks and I get whatever ginger and wasabi is left that I've been dipping the sushi in, and I'll just start eating. I'll start eating the ginger and the wasabi, right? The little ginger. Start eating it.
Right. With a little kick. Yeah.
A little too much. I was sitting there alone at a table. Like, everyone's like, this guy's giving us COVID. And I'm like, there's too much wasabi. I'm not sick. You know, it was, oh God, fucking 5 minutes.
Just fucking snot and just.
So I guess it is. I fuck up something every time I go to that Whole Foods. Is I guess the truth.
Yeah, maybe the universe saying, "Hey, again. Stop.
Eat like shit this week. Just eat like shit
this week. Take the week. Enjoy yourself.
Eat like shit." Oh man. Well, it's time for a first time segment, which I mistakenly introduced when I was not at home to show everyone what I would have liked to have showed them for this segment. But it's our game or toy of the week. Do you have a figure of the week, Eddie? Does any action figure in your person
right there
that you just think this is like if got
this is the newest Star Wars Black Series Chewbacca. Now from a distance it looks like regular Chewie, but if you go up close, it's got the Chewie with when he was taken prisoner in Return of the Jedi, and Leia sneaks in. It's got the chain around his neck.
Oh fuck! So, that is a gorgeous Chewbacca.
And it's a really great face on the Chewbacca. That's a really great face on the Chewbacca.
Can I tell you Chewbacca secret?
Sure.
That was my favorite toy as a kid. I lost it in like first grade.
No.
And I lost it at my aunt's school. So she taught at a high school, and she would pick me up sometimes and take me back to her school while she would grade papers in the evening.
Yeah.
And I lost it somewhere in that fucking school.
Dude.
And can I tell you another truth? I've never bought a Chewbacca figure ever again.
That's the only Chewbacca you've ever had.
And it killed me. I need to get that.
This might be your.
That
Chewbacca.
Is that like red? Is that a Hasbro Pulse only? Is that anywhere?
No, it's a. I've seen it at GameStop. It's a GameStop.
I gotta get it. That's
because I had a Chewbacca was when I first saw Star Wars in the theater when I was a kid.
Right.
I was terrified of Chewbacca. He made me hide behind the seat. I couldn't look at him. He frightened the shit out of me. But when it came to losing a figure, I had the this was back when I had the original Star Wars line. I had the original Princess Leia, right, with the vinyl cape.
Yeah.
And I was at my grandmother's house, and I was on her porch, and I was playing with all my figures, and I had Han Solo, and I think I had X-Wing Luke, and I had Princess Leia, and she had that long blaster rifle, the pistol.
Yes, that's right.
Her long, and I think I had a Han or I had a stormtrooper, somebody stun her, so and then I pushed her off the edge of the thing, right, off the edge of the porch, and it was probably like a 3 or 4 foot drop, right?
It's a big fall.
For an action figure, for a 3 3/4 inch action figure, big fall. And it was all mulch down there, mulch and bushes and shit. And so I went down there to get her. I picked her up, and the blaster was gone.
Oh, no.
And I must have spent 2 hours out there with my mom digging through all this mulch, trying to find this little black blaster. And it was, gone forever. Never seen it.
Oh, man.
It broke my heart because it was back in the day where, like, if you did something like that, your parents would go, "Well, I'm not gonna buy you another one.
I'm not gonna buy you another one. Sorry,
I'm not gonna buy you another one.
I'm not
gonna buy you one because you lost a gun. Here, use someone else's. Use someone else's blaster." I'm like, "Yeah, but none of the other figures came with that blaster."
Oh, fuck. That hurts.
Crushed me. See? But that's my action figure of the week.
That's a great one. I'm gonna have to pick that one up.
Chewie.
No, it's settled. I gotta get it.
Your Chewie was the dog tag.
Was the same with me with E.T. I was terrified of E.T. the whole movie, and then I was bawling because he had to leave at the end. I did the Cochise Three Amigos thing with E.T. I was terrified of him, and at the end,
your best friends.
Yeah, it was. Man, I'm gonna go a game, but I can't show it. But I'm gonna go Killer Instinct for the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
I remember how exciting that was with the black cartridge. It came with the CD of the songs from the level. And I love that marketing of the black cartridge. Because I remember the only time I remember a different colored cartridge not being gray was the Zelda games. And then remember a couple of those Tengen Gauntlet games were like black. The NES cartridges were black, I think. But I remember that fucking Killer Instinct. It was so fucking cool. Also, the red Doom cartridge was fucking great. And the Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage red cartridge was so great for the Super. But that fucking Killer Instinct, man, I'll never forget. Because I remember that was pretty jaw-dropping when that came out in the arcades, Killer Instinct. The graphics were like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is something else. And it didn't quite get to, it tried to swing with Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat. It didn't quite get there, but it was pretty fucking good. It had its moments, it held its own, I guess.
Sure.
But man, I just remember loving that black fucking cartridge. It felt, for whatever reason, it made you feel like you're still cool doing this, right? Like video games, it's still cool. They're still cool. Look at that thing. Fuck yes, I'm black. In. It's a black cartridge. It's badass. I needed it. Okay, good. I'm cool again. I'm back to being cool now. I'm back to it, man. That Chewbacca, that brings back memory. I was shattered with that Chewbacca thing. Losing that Chewbacca.
That's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
And you know what sucked the most? I would have a reoccurring dream where I was in her school and I would find it.
Oh.
And then you wake
up.
You
didn't just lose it. It haunted. It haunted you.
That's why I've never bought another Chewbacca figure. But I think I got to start with that one. That's the one I think I'm coming back with.
It's a glorious figure.
Is that the first one to have the Jedi shackle around the neck?
Yeah, that's the first one with the Jedi shackle.
Look at that.
Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Just released at your local GameStop, I believe.
I'm going. If there's a GameStop, the only thing is, how do I hide it from Andrea? You know what I mean? Because she's coming to visit.
Put it in your ass. Put it
up the ass.
Just keep it up there the whole weekend.
The whole weekend. Can't do butt stuff tonight, hon. Sorry. She's into that. Look, there it is. I'll tell you, Andrea rabidly into butt stuff.
It prefers it over any other stuff.
Anything. She would get so mad if she could hear this right now. She doesn't even listen. So she gets her not listening to the ramble. Because she's actually very anti butt stuff. But I'm going to tell you all, she's the butt stuff queen.
Loves it.
Loves it. Little Miss Butt Stuff was her nickname.
Little Miss Butt Stuff can't be wrong.
Little Miss Butt Stuff can't be wrong. Oh shit! Little Miss Butt Stuff can't be wrong. What you going to? Is that better than Two Princes?
Little Miss Butt Stuff, yeah.
I think it's a better song.
I think so. Little Miss.
No
can't be wrong.
For butt stuff tonight. No room for butt stuff. No room for butt stuff this weekend.
Sorry, honey.
Sorry, hon. No room for butt.
Because nothing turns her on for butt stuff like being in Vegas. We know that.
Right. And then also, but the bad part is, well, I mean, I don't want to out more, but when I tell her no room for butt stuff, that gets her more amped up for butt stuff.
More for butt stuff. Yeah.
She's like, oh, well, we'll make it happen. You know, it's that kind of like, no.
Right.
Don't tell her no.
No. Not when it comes to butt stuff.
Well, there we go. Chewbacca, the brand new Return of the Jedi Chewbacca, available now. I have to go Killer Instinct for the Super Nintendo. My game of the week, Eddie's toy of the week. We'll be doing this again. And now it's time for the Devil's Advocate, Eddie, where we will defend what is universally thought of as a giant mistake. And of course, this was stupid. In today's episode, of course, we're talking none other than Garthe Knight from Knight Rider, the evil David Hasselhoff. He just had a mustache, a pencil-thin mustache, really, was all that separated Garthe.
Well,
for Michael Knight. It was so fucking stupid.
He also had the dumbest flavor saver.
Imagine if the A-team had is Mr. T had the giant kid in play. Being seen right now. I gotta keep my. I hope my Vegas Wi-Fi isn't attacking in a bad way.
You just froze on me for like 10 seconds.
Oh no! Am I back? Am I back now?
Now you're back. Now you're back.
All right, there we go. Jesus, fucking Wi-Fi. I fucking hate hotels. God, this fucking shit Wi-Fi. Anyway, bullshit. But
Garthe Knight not only had the mustache, but the flavor saver.
He had the little soul. I don't know if you heard this part, but it was as stupid as if the A-team had an evil twin for B.A. Baracus, and they just had Mr. T with like a kid in play, tall, flat top, and that was the only difference.
Or he had the animal because he had the hawk because remember Hawk and Legion Doom had the mohawk, and Animal had the two sides.
What if Mr. B.A.'s evil twin just had the two? It was that fucking stupid. But now, do you think you could defend Garthe Knight?
I think we can defend.
Can I try?
Go for it. You go for it.
He wasn't that half bad a villain because I love the idea of Michael Knight was physically reconstructed to look just like Garthe Knight. Right? Yes. So then when Garthe Knight is sprung from prison, he wants payback. I'd like that. That's not a half
It's a great story because you realize Michael Knight isn't the original Knight is Garthe Knight.
Garthe Knight.
Not Michael Knight.
Was it Wilson or Watson Knight, whatever the main guy, the benefactor guy was.
Wilton Knight changed.
Wilton.
He's
Wilty. Uncle Wilty.
Garthe Knight is the son of Wilton.
Who was like a fuck up. Garth was like the fuck up kid.
The brother of Jennifer Knight.
Right, Jen Knight. And so Michael, he kind of makes Michael to be like, well, here's the son I never had, right? Like
Michael Long, the original character's name, Michael Long, was changed to look
like Garthe Knight. And then now Garthe Knight's like, well, fuck that. I want my shit back, right? It's my time.
Yeah. And it was nice because you have to go. Yeah, Garth hated Michael because he
stole his throne.
He was an impersonation. He was an insult to him, and saw him as a replacement by his father. So yeah, of course he's going to hate him. Yeah,
I liked it. I liked that, and I think that what the biggest problem though was Goliath. Yeah. He didn't need Goliath. Goliath should have been its own villain, right? Goliath should have been its own villain for Kit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Goliath should have been Garthe Knight.
You're doing a disservice to Goliath by cramming him in with Garth.
With Garthe Knight. Garthe Knight 1,000% drives car, and there's your story. Then you have your Moriarty. There it is.
You have your absolute opposite equal. You have your absolute your negative to your the exact
Professor
opposite.
Zoom. You have your Professor Zoom for Michael Knight.
To your Flash. Yes.
If you fucking let him drive car. And I think they've tried to retcon it in like video games and shit, but that doesn't matter to me. What I saw with my eyes when it was being burned into my conscience was Garthe Knight drove Goliath, the stupid fucking truck, because I remember when Goliath fucked Kid up. That was devastating.
Yeah.
But Goliath should have been its own thing. I'm telling you, Goliath should have been its own fucking thing, and Garthe Knight should have driven car. But I'm telling you, and can I tell you this right now? Had Garthe Knight been given car, we're not having this conversation. We're not having to defend anything.
No.
We
everyone
don't
accepts it as it's probably one of the greatest storylines in any sort of... in any sort of fictional television series or film.
I mean, imagine if they had Garthe Knight drive car. You and I are visiting Charles Dickens' childhood home, interrupting the tour guide with lore about Garthe Knight and car. I mean,
we don't have this segment. We're not talking about in this segment for sure.
We are getting up on stage and just interrupting Shakespeare in the Park performances, and go look, guys. We understand what you, but can we just talk about how great of a villain Garthe Knight and Carr were? What a great villain one. That's what we're doing.
I mean, it's your Skeletor and Panther.
To He-Man and Battle Cat. There it is.
Right.
It just, I don't understand why they didn't. Is that the biggest what if in human hit? Not if you could have stopped Hitler. Not what if
JFK survived.
No. What if Carr had been driven by Garthe Knight? I think that is.
I think it's a game changer. I think honestly, Knight Rider's still on the air.
It's beating Bonanza and Gunsmoke.
We're well into its 35th season.
Hasselhoff's like 70.
He's 70. Garth has made several returns. They've become friends. They've become enemies
again. Friends again.
Friends again. Back to enemies.
Is Airwolf even made? Does Airwolf even happen?
I don't think we get I don't think we have an MCU.
We probably don't. It would have been that good.
It would have been that huge. I don't think Lucas dares make the prequels.
No. In fact, Lucas just shows up every morning with the spec script for Knight Rider. They're like, look, man, we're
trying.
Good.
Please let me.
He's like, come on, just give me a shot. We're good, man.
Just give me good. Maybe just give me a shot.
We're good. Well, there we go. I think we did it. I think our way of defending Garthe Knight was more.
I think the only way you can defend it is the way we defend it is he's got to be paired
with Carr. It was a great idea that they fucked up by not giving.
They didn't fully bake it.
They didn't bake it.
It was an unbaked cake.
Well, there we go. And now as we close with maybe a favorite segment of Ramble Nation. Ramble Nation. It's our fictional battle. Who would win? Eddie. It's from Charles Phillips.
CP.
From CP. I can't. All right. All right. Who would win a Chicago street fight? We know how rough those are. We know how rough Chicago street fights are. Between
anything goes.
Anything goes. Between Family Feud hosts in their prime, Richard Dawson, Ray Combs, Louis Anderson, John O'Hurley, Richard Karn, and Steve Harvey.
All right, in a Chicago street fight.
In a Chicago. Before we get into it, I'm just going to tell you my pick, no question, Ray Combs. No question.
Well, because of the lengths he's willing to go.
Did you hear about the shit? All the suicide attempts. That guy, the shit, he fucking smashed himself with a brick.
Right.
There is no way Ray Combs doesn't.
He's the Terry Funk wild card this whole match.
Like, what the fuck
is it? He's the Sheik. He's the Sheik in this whole mess.
I mean,
he's the Sheik, man. He comes out. He's gonna fucking super glue cuts. He's gonna.
If this were the Rumble, it's Kane. You just hear the music, and everyone in the ring knows they're all about to be tossed out. Like, that's it. It's over. Like, I mean, but let's just rewind. I'm gonna go John O'Hurley and Richard Karn are done first. I think they're the first one. I think O'Hurley, Eddie, is just trying to be cute and doesn't realize the gravity of the situation he's in. And I think he's like, oh, let me make here's a witty little quip. And as he's trying to be cute, fucking Louis Anderson just comes up and snaps his neck. He's gone.
Are you doing the Royal Rumble entrance?
I think it's
one at a time, or is it?
It starts with them all.
They're all just there, right? They're all just there.
I think.
To me, honestly, I think they're all in the ring, or wherever they are. They all go after Louis first. He's the big one there. You take out the big guy. You get rid of the heavy hitter.
It's like how 7 guys are trying to eliminate Andre at the Rumble, right?
If you can get him done, if you can get him out, you render him unconscious.
I think he kills O'Hurley before that can even happen. Louis Anderson, I think, is your can I tell you my order, and then you tell me, and then we can figure this out even more. Is that okay? I say O'Hurley and Richard Karn are done first. Then it's very close, but it's Louis Anderson and Steve Harvey then kill each other. And then at this point, it's Dawson and Combs. And Dawson is just so blitz. He didn't have a chance anyway. But now he's just really drunk at this point. And Combs, I think Combs, the beating he gives Dawson at the end is so bad that there's no pop. Everyone is just deathly quiet and uncomfortable. Everyone's
what has just taken place.
Oh Jesus, because there's no ref to stop anything, and Combs is just it gets very, very dark.
Combs pulls out that super tall TLC Jeff Hardy ladder, right? Combs climbs the top of that.
Well, Dawson's already out. And Combs.
But Dawson's laying on the concrete, not in the ring.
Right.
The ladder's in the middle of the ring. Combs climbs the middle of the ring. He's duct taped trash can lids to his front and his back, right? He's duct taped. He's got a metal suit on now. And he's at the top of this ladder, Ray Combs. And he does a backflip off of this thing to try to hit Dawson, who is unconscious on the concrete.
Right.
And misses. He misses Dawson.
No. Oh, no.
Because he does a backflip. He can't see where he's going.
He tries to moonsault his way to victory here.
He lands. He crushes his sternum. His ribs puncture both lungs. And his lungs fill with blood, and he's done. He's dead. Combs is out.
So Dawson on a DQ, on a technicality, He's just last man standing. You say
last man standing.
I don't know.
Combs finally kills himself.
I just see Combs taking out everyone. I could see that too. And maybe that's how Dawson wins. Is Combs just snaps and just kills everybody. He's just so filled with rage and so okay, but you and I both agree at the it's Dawson and Combs are the last two.
I still think Louis is still hanging around. I don't think you've put Louis down. Louis like the Blob in X-Men. It's like he takes a lot of punishment.
All right, so
it's going to take something horrific to take out Louis Anderson.
And I think Combs is your guy to do that. I think Combs is the guy.
I don't know. I think Combs is your guy. He's got the right mentality. I just don't know if he has enough to take out
prowess
Louis.
To take him.
I don't know if there's enough there to take out Louis.
So
the will for sure, but not the I don't think there's enough in Ray Combs.
Okay, so then
we
agree. So okay, Hurley, Karn, and then Steve Harvey. Those are your first three gone, right?
Yeah, those are Harvey's first gone. Harvey's
you
out
say Harvey. You say
Harvey goes
Hurley.
First.
Oh, not O'Hurley. I think it's O'Hurley.
Steve. I think Harvey goes first.
I think O'Hurley's like, oh, well, here's one, and then Louis is like, ah, and fucking snaps his head.
I think Steve Harvey gets sprayed with someone's blood and just like he fucking leaves. He's like, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. I don't care. It's a stupid game show. I don't give a shit.
I'm just doing this.
I'm just doing this for a paycheck.
And then Karn and O'Hurley are alone with Ray Combs, and they never expected that. They never expected to be alone with Ray Combs. Because Ray Combs is like Billy from Predator. He's just cutting himself with the machete as he's
fucking Ray Combs is like what's his face in Sin City? That fucking kid that
oh yeah, that Elijah Wood played.
Elijah Wood's character in Sin City. He just got those razor sharp fingernails. And fucking Louis Anderson is just fucking sticking him with a broken off chair leg. He's just fucking and Combs is expressionless. He's just staring at him. As Louis is just gutting him.
As Louis
with a broken chair leg.
As Louis takes the broken chair leg out of Karn's throat, he just yanks it from Karn's throat, and Karn just drops dead. And he's stabbing Combs just unfazed. He's just staring.
And then Combs takes what's already in his chest and he pushes the chair leg closer through him to get to Louis' face and bites Louis in the neck.
So now, this is what takes Louis temporarily out of it, right?
Yeah.
So now Combs, with the chair in his chest, and the trash can lids, he goes to take out Dawson. He dies. Then I'm assuming Louis gets his strength back, right? And bleeding from his neck, he just walks over. He grabs Dawson by the hair, right? Pulls him into the ring. And I'm thinking, Eddie, if this is the way it's going to go, I think a last second Dawson snaps out of it, DDTs Louis, and Dawson.
He just gets the quick roll. He rolls out of the ring and kisses a woman in the front row and runs off.
I guess that big one. Just does the quick DDT on Louis Anderson.
And Louis like walking back in the ring holding his neck because it's bleeding. And Combs is just left standing in the ring, impaled on a chair leg.
Dead. With Karn and O'Hurley's bodies next to him. All three of them just dead. Combs, Karn, and John. But
Combs is standing there for a good 30 seconds before he falls backward. Or he drops back. He just took too much punishment.
So does Combs become the fan favorite at a point? Does he become the guy that like is the one who comes out first at the Rumble and like makes it to like number 15 or something before he gets eliminated?
He's the spiritual winner of the match. Dawson wins, technically won the match. But the spiritual winner is Combs.
The people's champion.
Right. It's Combs. He won everybody over.
So Dawson takes the belt. Combs gets the spiritual award. And does Dawson ever fight again? Does Dawson ever fight again? Is he like, I can't go back and do this to myself ever again? I'm done. This took too much out of me. But I think you're right. I think Dawson I think Dawson's a winner here. I think Dawson's
the winner.
I think Dawson.
But Combs won the hearts of millions.
There we go. We froze again. Now we're back. I think Dawson's seen some shit though. I think that's why he's a formidable foe here. He's seen some shit.
Oh, he's been around.
There's some memories in that head of his that he doesn't want anymore. But Combs is just more willing to get rid of those memories.
He's unencumbered by self-harm. Like there's nothing. He's got no line he won't cross.
Right.
And that wins the hearts of everyone over.
It's huge over. My God, how do we top this? What a ramble. My God, Ramble 366. Thank you, Charles Phillips. Next Ramble, Eddie. Next Ramble. We're doing another Goosebump moment of the day. We're doing a finger blast song of the day. How about that? Huh? How about that? Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to go deep and geek out over a film that I think we both love very much or appreciate very much, and that's Silence of the Lambs. Do you think we can do this? Do you think we can do a Silence of the Lambs retrospective as to how good why that movie is so fucking good and still holds up and all that?
Right on the heels of Halloween. That'll be nice.
Right on the heels of Halloween. There we go. Next Ramble 367. So there we go. Thank you all for tuning in. Find us, love us, subscribe to us, all that good shit. Until next time, we love you all. Stay safe out there. Thank you, Charles Phillips, for that matchup. If anybody has any others, ramble@theramblepod.com. Subscribe, 5-star rating, positive text review. Until next time. Bye.